Today, we'll be looking at one of the most iconic clutches in CSGO history. Back in 2017, when SK was showing the world just how great Brazilian CS can be, Coldzera pulled off a legendary 1v4 against Mouse on Mirage. Coldzera was left in this situation after SK managed to take the B site in a 3v4 and also get the bomb down towards default. However, unfortunately, Fallen and Fer both fall quickly after this bomb is planted. Let's first understand why this position being default is so strong in the first place in this situation. Well, before we get to the point that Coldzera was left in a 1v4 with the bomb down, he did actually have Fallen and Fer on his team to assist him. While Fallen was towards apartments trying to stop the CT aggression pushing towards short, unfortunately dropping. However, Coldzera can use this information that Fallen gained to understand that apartments is mostly going to be clear, and all four players are either going to come from market or short. The other brother in arms that Coldzera had in this situation was Fer. Now he also dropped without taking a single CT player out due to him being spammed through the bench by Rops. Now, because of where Fer was positioned behind the bench and also not peeking it, it would sort of make logical sense for the CT side to believe that Coldzera would be in the corner here, having a sort of bait and switch setup with Fer on bench. However, as we all know, he wasn't in this corner and instead towards default, that I think should be renamed Cold, to be honest with you, following this legendary 1v4. After now talking about this positioning of Coldzera and also his teammates, let's go back and watch how the clutch went down and how he managed to pick off all four players of Mouse. The first kill that Coldzera got was on csgo, who came out of door and peeked towards bench in this corner that we just spoke about. Look where Coldzera's crosshair is placed, however, during this csgo peek. He is watching to the left side of empty pillar, because if a player does come to the right side like csgo does, he won't be looking at him, allowing for him to have the time to readjust his crosshair to get the free kill. Because of Coldzera's positioning, he's able to catch him out in the back, getting the first kill. Now that his position is sort of known by Mouse, he feels pressured to take a fight on towards the CTs because he can't just let them all come and sandwich him at once. He takes a step back to peek towards Get Right in order to pick off Dennis, who is just posted up watching Coldzera's position. He isolates this duel onto one player of Mouse, with it being very hard to trade him. After winning this aim duel simply on Dennis, Oscar then jumps out of market window in order to push Coldzera and try get the trade frag. I would even say that this was the best thing to do for Oscar, and he played this as well as he could have. However, Coldzera was also ready for such a play like this and possibly even heard him jump out. He does actually perform a complete spray transfer on towards Oscar from Dennis towards Get Right, being the most well-known moment from this clutch, making it an incredible feat of skill. He knows where Rops is now due to the sound cues allowing for him to take the fight on towards long, getting the headshot and closing out one of the best clutches in CS history. The man, the myth, the beast, Coldzera has proven time and time again why he was one of the best players in the world, and also why he is still considered today to be one of the best players ever to play CS. Some things you can take away from this clutch yourself if you're ever in a similar situation like this is when you're playing this position, look towards the left side of empty pillar or the door player to peek you. This allows for you to just readjust your crosshair if required towards bench if a CT pushes it, and also being aware of your flank at the same time to understand the common angles and where the CTs are most likely going to come from. Even though you could argue that Mouse misplayed this a tiny bit in terms of giving those two isolated duels early on to Coldzera, you still cannot take away the credit that needs to be given to him for pulling off this unforgettable moment in CS history. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. It's been Glaze, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.